This is some really good stuff. I would recommend anyone during the summer to try this foundation. I'm not fond of MAC foundations, nor do I really think I would like to shop there. I mean, their eyeshadows I heard were great. Their brushes are probably the only items at MAC that I would buy, because I feel like for every MAC product, there is a dupe product that's just as great. So I want to talk to you guys about the MAC's body and face, or face and body foundation, whichever way you guys prefer. This stuff works miracles. Oh my god, I love it. And it's not like a heavy coverage, so it's not like you're gonna see cakey lines or anything like that. It really reminds me of the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer with more of a coverage, but then more watery at the same time. This is a very watery liquid makeup, and when you apply it, it kind of just barely runs, but then it starts slowing down because it's getting thicker and thicker. The secret to wearing this foundation is you first of all want to pour it onto like a top of a lotion, anything that's like flat top. You pour it on here and you just let it sit. Let it sit for like 30 seconds to a minute so that the consistency of the foundation actually hardens. And that way it can actually stick more to your skin easily when you apply it. I really like this. It's not heavy like my other foundations. It doesn't leave me any like cakiness around. You can use this by itself. I wouldn't recommend using this by itself, especially in the summer, because it can look a little oily, especially if like you don't set it with a powder or like a mattifying perfection type powder, anything that's like powder like. I've seen on YouTube many different ways to apply this. Like people use sponges, people use different kinds of brushes. They like to use your hands. They say that you need to warm this up with your hands. You don't really need to warm this up at all. It's already watery. Why do you need to warm it up? I don't know. That's just me. What I thought of trying it with before I bought it, and what two of the MAC artists used, was the 187 brush, and this is the actual dupe. It's not the MAC one. It's by Studio Tools. Get this at Target, and it's like a dual fiber brush. And usually you only want to get the product on the top part. You don't really want to get it on the bottom part down here, because you just mainly swirl it on the top. This helps the natural hair stiffen up more. So how I would do this is, first you gotta clip your hair, make sure your hair is out of your face. And excuse me, I look really white right now, or like pale, but it's not. This is not my actual skin color. I'm sitting in front of a window right now to try to get the best lighting as possible, because I'd rather be overexposed than underexposed, if you guys know what I mean. Alright, so I'll be back. I'm gonna clip up my hair and I'll be back to show you guys a demo of how I apply the foundation. Alright, so first thing you're gonna want to do is clip your hair back. Kind of take your bangs out of your face, because with this makeup, your fly hairs can really get sticky onto the product, and then it's a pain trying to remove it, trying to go over with the brush again to even out that part. You can use a flat top, like I said earlier. It doesn't necessarily have to be like this. You can use a petri dish, a little like oval dish. Anything works. I just like using this. Make sure it's clean, guys. Even clean it after every use, because this can grow bacteria from the previous day, and you're just gonna be applying that on your face, and you don't want that. So the first thing you want to do is, I'm C4 and I'm a warm undertone, and keep in mind that I look lighter right now because I'm also, like I mentioned before, sitting in front of a window. So just shake it up really good, and then when you open it up, it's a twist off cap. It has a little like applicator, which I like. I mean, it's not the cleanest, but it's better than having just like the open jar type applicator. And then I just like to pour some right in the middle, and I just let it set. Yeah, it's already watery, as you guys can see. So I'm just gonna let that set. Okay, now that you have it set a little, so it kind of just wait like 30 seconds to a minute, you just want to get your 187 brush and just dab it on the product. So you can kind of see the foundation on the tip. And just grab a little more and just start on one side and stipple it on. And then just, I like using strokes. I wish my camera would show all my imperfections. That way you guys can actually see like how well this covers up. Just want to get under your eye. Make sure you're really gentle with that area. And you just want to get under your jawline too. Get into it. Sorry guys if I'm looking down and see I have a hair that fell out. That's a pain in the butt. And this is a face and body foundation, so don't be afraid of getting it like on your neckline. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I look kind of oily right now, especially because I don't know, my skin is probably the weirdest skin on the planet, because during the summer I get dry patches, and then on top of that I have oil. It's not like I'll have an oily T-zone and on the bottom I'll have dry patches. In the same spot that I have dry patches, I have oil. And it sucks, because I wish I would have one or the other so I can treat that. But how do you treat both of them at the same time? I mean, you rub lotion like crazy and then you put mattifying powder. I don't know. But I find this to be helpful. And it's the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection. And it has like toning colors, kind of like concealing. You can use all of them. So I just use e.l.f.'s Kabuki brush. I swirl it, tap it, and I just dab it on, because you don't want to, if you swirl, you might remove some of your makeup. If you use too much powder, your makeup and face can become really cakey. Just you mainly want to focus on the whole face, but mainly on your T-zone area. And there you have it, the completed look. I wish I can give you guys a better look of the way my skin looked before and after, but take my word for it, it's a really good foundation. It's only $38 or $39 at MAC, and you get a bunch. You get 120 ml, which is 4 ounces. 4 ounces with most of the makeups out there, only 1 ounce. So I would definitely recommend this to anyone and everyone, and it's a good product. I really like it. Bye guys.